just same day. So don't get stressed about it. We can hear and we can see it. So it just says bad.
Yeah, but I mean, actually listening as a user.
Yeah, we've logged on as a user to make sure that it's all fine. And yeah, they said that these microphones are picking up quite a bit of ambient noise, but it can still hear. Whereas over there it's all crisp apparently. Who knows? I don't know about microphones. But yeah.
Everything's set up, so now all that needs to be done, audio needs to be clicked on. When those guys going to be up there, video's going on, so.
Lovely, lovely. That would stick on the notes, isn't it?
That's what happens when you have one of the best teams in the world playing relatively.
Yeah, and most the Cardinals.
I said to one of my friends, having
the microphone is not on.
not on yet. No.
Yeah, that doesn't turn green.
The audio button.
But no,
at least I hope not, otherwise
He's just that backcasting guy, but it's got my number in the front. I'm going to be on track 3 and watching the scoreboard and everything for here anyway, but just in case the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Usually when if I start tapping, that means usually a thing happens. I haven't decided yet when I'm talking, but when I'm actually ready to finish talking, I will do a more decision tap. And that means you can jump in. Other times I'm done talking. Yeah, sometimes you'll get one tap, and it's the other way. And then and conversely, if one, and this is both ways. It's basically like let's switch, and it's just whoever's talking. So either I'm signaling you that I'm about to stop talking, or I'm giving a hint that I need to stop talking, or that I have something that's more accurate. But basically, I don't know. Most of my talking is during the jam. In between jams, I don't talk that much unless you say something that I But in between. Every now and then I'll have something.
Hello, can we turn you on?
Yeah, baby.
I was going to go down, I'll just leave that alone.
Click your button.
Always.
Wop. Hello. This is Bulldog. I'm joined by Son of Skating. We're about to play the second game in the pool for the Sydney Roller Derby League, Perth Roller Derby, and how do you say, Ballarat Roller Derby League?
That's the one.
BRDL. This is the second game in their pool. This will be Sydney versus Ballarat. We we've already seen Sydney play against Perth in their first game of the pool. Sydney came away with a narrow victory. Perth just was in the very exciting last jam. Just came up 5 points shy. They were on a power jam. Just ran out of time. Another 10 seconds on the clock. They could. I think most people would agree they could easily have gotten another Grand Slam tied it up, pushed it into overtime.
Yeah, that was an absolute nail biter. To be honest, when we were watching it, it came down. Sydney started unraveling towards the end, and it was just slowly seeping away. There just wasn't quite enough time for Perth to seal that one.
Yeah, but Sydney Sydney was a strong team throughout, but that one was just back and forth. Now, as I understand, Sydney's strongly favored in this game, however.
Yeah, that's the one. There's the Derby in Sydney's got a very big community, a lot of pool to draw from, and the talent there from the multiple leagues forces each other forward. Rural Victorian team Ballarat. It means that they've got a little bit less to work with, but they've definitely got a bit of guts. It'll be interesting to see what they bring to this game.
Indeed. And then, of course, later on today, we'll see the third game of this pool. We've got 7 pools of 3 teams each in Division 1 that are all playing today. So later on today, we will see the third game in this pool. That'll be Perth versus Ballarat. And of course, one thing, the team that wins the most victories in their pool. That is, if you win both of your games in your pool, you're automatically going on to the grand final brackets. That's going to start on Monday. But if you lose your pool, you still have, if you lose a game, you still have a chance to get into that final bracket. There is only 1 wild card slot, though. So there's 8 slots in that grand final bracket starting on Monday for Division 1. 1 wild card slot, and that is going to be decided on point differential. So these teams that are playing today, even if they lose one of their games, they still have a chance, but they have to rack up major points, and of course, if they lose the game, not lose by 2 minutes. And
it also means that those teams will be pushing throughout the whole game. They won't be taking it easy at all, because they'll be looking for that extra point. We've got the line started already. Apocalypse Nerd pushed out for Ballarat, being forced to the back of the pack.
And a motherfarger for Sydney with 5:35.
First penalty, first power jam.
Motherfarger getting all 5 on her first scoring pass. Comes in again on pass number 2, gets past Rumbling Road, and just shoulders her way past Bazambi and avoids Fiddlefingers with Ballarat. Gets the second. Rumbling Road. Now it's Fiddlefingers up
instead.
Apocalypse Nerd getting around Annabelle Lecter. Jam for Sydney starting out in the very first jam. Off to the races for Sydney. They're trying to rack up as many points as possible, just on the off chance that they somehow, I think pretty much if they win this game, they've automatically secured a position.
They've sealed their pot on this one, yeah.
So it's really, the pressure is on Perth. They're going to have to, assuming Sydney continues this, which all indications, including expectations going into the game, Sydney is pretty much going to run over Ballarat. So it's really all about Ballarat. Unless something really unexpected happens, it's all about Ballarat trying to lose by as little as possible. But so far, Perth with the edge.